Hello friends, and welcome to a new video. I am in such a reading slump, but generally a life slump. I have honestly been rotting in just rewatching Twilight because it is the time of year for a Twilight rewatch, at least in my book. And yeah, I have just, the mental health has not been good, and which means the first thing that was sacrificed was reading, but one of the main things that helps with my mental health is reading. So you can understand the dilemma I'm currently in. But I'm really trying to not push myself, but be gentle and kind with myself, but a little bit forceful to help me guide myself out of this rough patch. And so I'm trying to find a book that will hold my attention and that will get me my spark back again with reading. So as you would have seen, I started Alchemy of Secrets by Stephanie Garber. I loved Once Upon a Heart trilogy by the same author, and honestly it was such a joy. So I was hoping for similar with this one. I am only a handful of pages in now. Let's have a look, 9 pages in, and sadly it's just not working for me. It's just not what I want right now, and it's just feeling a bit too forced on my end for it to be kind of like a great book and get me out of this slump. And I want something that I want to pick up and that I can just dive into and got lost into. And so I think I'm going to do it, and I'm going to read one of my most anticipated books of the year, which is Days at the ᴍᴇ괱ᴱᴇ Cafe. And honestly, I'm so excited. If you didn't know, this is the same author who wrote Days at the Marizaki Bookshop and More Days at the Marizaki Bookshop, and this only came out, I think it was like October or September, and I'm so excited for it. Honestly, cannot wait to read it. It's supposed to be cozy, it's supposed to be, obviously it's translated fiction and set in a cafe, and if it's anything like Days at the Marizaki Bookshop, then I'm gonna love it. So I'm gonna dive into this one, and fingers crossed it's good. So I'm gonna go make myself a green tea and settle down with this hopefully good read. I think I'm gonna do the hour timer method because I did that like a couple of weeks ago now and got so much read. Felt like it just really held me accountable. So I'll let you know my thoughts on this one as I progress. But yes, this is just a reminder to both me and you that it's okay not to be okay, and we're here for one another. So let's hopefully get out this life slump, book slump, and on to brighter, happier days. And if nothing else, I hope this video provides at least a little bit of comfort in your life. So grab yourself your most warming hot drink, a cozy blanket, and let's go. I got some publishing mail from Macmillan, and look, it's part of the Poetry Pharmacy collection, in which I attended the Poetry Pharmacy in Lush in London this year, and it was all of my own accord. I'd heard about it myself and I went, and I had such a fun time. You've got to pick out a prescription. I included it in my London vlog, so you can go and have a little sneak peek there if you're interested. And I think I picked up the original and had a little prescription written for me, which is so lovely. But also in the kind of like series, as you can see down here, there are all different poetry books, and I think they're anthologies for different emotions to help with the prescription, because in the prescription you have all these pill capsules and then you unravel it and it's like a poem a day. So yeah, let me unbox this for you and I will show you what I got. I'm so excited. So I got some dark chocolate, which I hope I can eat if it's dairy free, and then the calm poetry book, the joy poetry book. Then these are the 2 poetry books at the back. This one is one for an autumn day and this one is for a winter day. And then I also got the joy capsule, in which you can see here it's filled with different poems, which is so exciting. I am so grateful. Thank you so much, Macmillan Publishing. So here's the calm prescription full of poems that help you feel calm. And then we also have similarly the joy one, which is so exciting. I just checked and this chocolate is dairy free, so I can eat it, which I'm so excited about. And then I've got my little joy prescription to match the original one. And then also perfectly we have poems for every autumn day, and it's a little bit stuck, the things are a bit stuck together, and a poem for every winter day. this has honestly made my day. This has brought me so much joy in itself.
I was never the one to write up a song for just anyone. I was always the one to find myself lost in all conversations. Oh, 'cause I've always been told that things will unfold if you keep on waiting. But then you came along and proved me all wrong. I was so mistaken. 'Cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free, oh my sweet baby. I was never the one to give up the ghost. No, I was so stuck, I kept on playing my part.
So I wanted to give an update because I started and finished reading both Bride and Mate by Ali Hazelwood yesterday. I picked it up from the bookshop just on a whim because I did my annual Twilight rewatch binge session and had been craving a romantasy, but one that isn't ends on a cliffhanger, that is itself. And I realized that Bride is technically a standalone, but then Mate carries on with a separate couple but is interlinked in the world. And I finished and read Bride late last night, started this one as soon as I put down Bride, read this way past my bedtime, and have just been sat today reading this one as well and have just finished it. And oh my goodness, these books are so good. They were obviously romantic, they were a little bit spicy, but they had vampires and werewolves, and they also had finding true love, and there was also political ties in here, and there was some werewolf and vampire wars sort of happening and going on, and this world was just so beautifully created. It was just a slice of goodness I needed in my reading life right now. I did find some of the scenes just a bit too much, a bit too steamy, but it was fine to read because I just enjoyed the book so much and I had so much fun with them. And yeah, it was just perfect for getting me out of a reading slump, and I highly recommend them if you're looking for something that could technically be as a standalone or a short book series, which both of the books are out because this one literally just came out, that has vampires and werewolves, best friends, found family, then I highly recommend this one. I just had so much fun with them, and I feel like I'm officially out of my slump now because those books just was so good. But now I'm gonna have to decide what to read because I feel like I'm in a bit of a book hangover. But yeah, I can't decide whether to put these on my favorite of all time shelf because honestly I had so much fun with them. With my favorite of all time shelf, I'm finding it difficult to display books now because these would end up on the bottom shelf and doesn't feel like a favorite of all time if they're on the bottom shelf. So yeah, I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, this is definitely a book that will stick in my mind, with me loving it. And yeah, I definitely highly recommend it, and it was so good. So I'm gonna have a little think about what I want to read next, but I think I'm officially out of my reading slump. I'm feeling a lot better mentally, so I think this was just exactly what I needed, so I'm very happy. Hello friends, so I'm just doing a little check-in to end this video here, because last night I received the sad news that we had to put to sleep my 18-year-old childhood cat who is in my earliest memories. I got him for my birthday all those years ago, and it's a bittersweet ending because he's the reason that I love cats, and he's the reason why I'm such an animal lover in general. So yeah, I feel very emotional and I'm trying really hard not to cry because that is all I've been doing the past 24 hours basically. But it's very bittersweet because I know that he was quite unwell, sadly, near the end, so he is now free from all of that. But yeah, like I say, it's quite saddening because to me, pets are part of your family. They are, yeah. I'm not gonna get into it because it's making it very tearful, but yeah, so sadly that happened last night, which has left me in a little bit of a sad state. So I think I'm just gonna end this vlog here and start like a new fresh one when I'm feeling just like a little bit better. But I'm still, in terms of reading update, I'm still reading Days at the ᴍᴇ괱, I want to say, cafe. I can't remember it off the top of my head, and really enjoying it. I haven't really read much recently because my mind has been on him. Um, but I finished Bride and I finished Mate, in which were exactly what I needed in that moment. I also did my annual Twilight rewatch, which just saved me from so much depression. And yeah, I just loved it so very much. I know there's so many issues with Twilight and it's just not all that, but for me it holds such a special nostalgic place in my heart, and I do an annual rewatch every single year about this time of year. And I just love it. And so I've done that, and I read Bride and Mate, and I feel like that has definitely gotten me out of my reading slump. I'm much more happier now. Well, given the circumstances, but I'm much more I'm feeling much more back to myself, which is everything I wanted within this video. Just sadly we end it on a sad note. So yeah, I just wanted to come on and let you know that that's why that's happened, because I feel like I couldn't put like a fake smile on and kind of pretend that I was fine and wanted to chat to you about reading and wrap up this vlog without being honest, because I'm just not very good at faking things. And yeah, I just wanted to end this adventure here and say thank you very much for joining me, and that I hope wherever you are and whatever you're doing, you have a wonderful day or night. So until next time, friends. Bye.